In this demo, I'm going to explain error handling in ArcckCloud Arc Integrator. So first, I'm going to show you an orchestration, and I'm going to design the orchestration to handle error scenarios. So uh, in one of my previous videos, I've shown this orchestration, which basically it has a timer which runs every 10 seconds, and it triggers a file to retrieve CSV from a folder called WTP1, and then it converts that CSV into a JSON format, and then it performs a transform, adding in two columns to the JSON data. One is an ID, and it assigns GUID to that column, and then it assigns another column called WTP name, and it assigns value of WTP1 to that column, and then it sends that data to a Arc NoSQL database, and then it terminates the orchestration. Now, to handle error scenarios uh, as close as possible when it happens, what you can do is you can connect the error of each of the connectors that you expect to throw an exception when there's a problem. So in the file receiver, what I'll do is I'll say that I'll throw an error if there is no file. Okay, so and I'll say stop if no file. So and this one here, I'll say if stop if any error. So the timer will stop if any error is encountered in the nodes in the orchestration. Okay, so I'm going to save this and play it, and I'll show you what happens. So what I'm expecting is that when there is an error raised in the file receiver, so such that when it can't find a file, it will throw an exception, and the Arc email will send an email to ArcckCloud or a BAU support in production cases, and it will notify them that an error has been encountered. So I'll play that, and what's happening at this point is the diagram is being translated into a code, and it's compiled, and then it's run into one of the dev servers. Okay, so we have the result. So the file receiver has thrown an exception, and let's see if an email was sent to the BAU support. So I'll open up the email, and we'll see. Okay, so an error is now received by the email, and it says here error in processing data from WTP1, and error is no file matching the this specification which is defined in the file receiver. So that is one way to handle error. So this is the closest that you can do. So whenever an error is encountered, it sends an email right away, and that way, so if your orchestration is mission critical, uh, it it can be addressed right away by the BAU support team. And another modification that you can do here is because the BAU support team doesn't look at their emails every time, so we can add other channels. So one of the channels is Teams, so you can basically create a Teams channel which receives all of the alerts from orchestrations whenever they encounter an error. So to do this, you just wire up the error output of each of the nodes which you expect to encounter an error, and then it will send that same error to the Teams channel. Or you could you could put that in sequence with the Arc email. The problem is if Arc email basically has an error, so can I'll show you. So we can put this in series with the Arc email, and when an error is encountered, hopefully Arc email doesn't encounter an error. And another notification that we have is the Twilio SMS. So aside from sending Teams, then we can also send an SMS to the BAU support. So yeah, so those are the notification available. So and this is one way of sending email, and it allows quick response by the BAU support team. Okay, so I don't have Teams configuration, so I'm not going to configure that. So I'll remove those and show you another option to handle error. So if the error is not it doesn't require any urgent response, so what you can do is you can create another an orchestration which basically triggers, let's say, every hour. And what it does, what I'll do is it will retrieve error messages from the logs for the past hour. Okay, so here I'll say in 10,000. So in 1 hour is 3,600. So it will trigger in 360,000. Okay, so 1 hour is 3.6 million. So I don't want to wait 3.6 million seconds. So what I'll do is every 10 seconds I will trigger the timer, and it will basically send log alerts, and in the log alert I'll say that the base URL is this one here. So this is the base URL, and what it will do is it will select all errors from the logs, and so I'll say errors for the past 10 seconds, and I'll say for the past, I'll say 1 hour here, but the subject is for the past hour. Okay, and max records is 100, and then I'll send put in a finish over here. Let's say demo log alerts. So what it's doing is it's the timer is firing every 10 seconds, and it's calling a log alert component, which retrieves the error logs or message for the past 1 hour, and then it sends that to an email, uh, uh, and so I need to attach this to an email. Oh, sorry, this it is already an email, so I'll say ArcckCloud at arccloud.com. So it will email it to this email address, which is for instance a base work. And let's be generous. Let's say 12 for the past 120 hours. So we'll see a lot of errors. Yeah. Well, I don't think I have errors. I'll check. I don't think I have error in here. So I'll say for the past well 2,000 hours. Okay, maybe there's an error there. Okay, so save and then play. Okay, so it looks like I made a mistake here. This should be a start control, not a finish control, so I'll be rectifying that. So let's change that to a start control. And hit on play again. Okay, so we have successfully completed the orchestration, and let's have a look at the messages. Okay, so we have a message here. So we have error in the past hour, and as you can see, these are the errors for the past. I think it's 2,000 hours. So, and what you can do. So this is helpful in scenarios wherein you're not uh, actively monitoring the error. So let's say you're just monitoring it every hour or every 12 hours or something like that. So yeah, so if we open one of these errors, and we can see the the link and graph, so which allows you to focus on the error. So I'm not gonna open that, so I can probably just copy the details, copy that, and then paste it to the window that we have. So I'll open up a new window here and paste. Okay, so this is the detail of the error, and we can also do a graph. So if I copy the link to the graph and paste it here, so we can see the error. So there's been error in these nodes, and from there you can drill down to the cause of the error by clicking on the double clicking on the error nodes or the error connector, and studying the error message. So here it doesn't seem to have received, and there's an error here as well. Okay, so that's the other way of handling error. So as you can see, the email contains a lot of errors. So it just sends an email with all of the errors for the past hours that you spent in the orchestration. So that's the end of the demo.